Generals, gentlemen.
What the hell is up, awesome fans? This would be the General's Gentlemen, myself being Archon Hawk.
And I'm Ownage Machine. And today, once again, we have the same matchup on the same map. So, Murder vs. Micro today, the only difference being Micro is trying to nuke this time as opposed to Murder's trying to tank.
Yeah, so you guys remember that perfect combo we were talking about it? Yeah, we found another replay. Perfect combo.
Perfect
This is
formula.
going to be fun.
You're always guaranteed to have a good time. We're actually considering doing a Murder vs. Micro week. We'll have like an entire week of like Murder vs. Micro games. Because these two players are so evenly matched and they're just so good that their replays are so crazy. Like, they're really intense. They're always like back and forwards, whereas like Rage replays aren't very exciting because it's like, oh, Rage won again.
Oh, that's weird.
These
That's strange for him.
Yeah. So we have Micro going for a double War Factory opener as trying to nuke. Not surprised to see it all because of how fast and aggressive those Nuke Battle Masters can be.
And we actually got the same here on Murder's side, going for the double War Factory opening. So identical moves so far from both players.
Yeah, just look at the positioning though. Murder having nice positioning with his factory over the supply.
That's brilliant, yeah.
And Lycos his second factory, maybe going to wall in the rest of it as well. And that's so important against a trying to nuke. Those fast Battle Masters can really wreak havoc on your supply trucks. Whereas Murder not really having to do that because, you know, there isn't much harassment that Murder can do with his slow Battle Masters.
Yeah, they're a massive pain, especially with how splashed the supply trucks are. I mean, even if you don't get the shots off, the splash from the explosion, if you do even manage to kill it, will take it your own supply truck.
Yeah.
So it's a massive pain when you are versing, like in a China mirror versing a nuke.
Yeah, so getting a fast barracks, even the rocket troops is coming out as well. I thought we were just going to see the barracks entirely for the wall, but actually going to building rocket troops wouldn't be a bad move at all against the Nuke Battle Masters. There's actually one coming in now.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Looks like we've got a listing outpost as well out from Murder, and Nuke Battle Master's going to back off until the second one can get through. That Doze is actually quite close, so got to be careful he doesn't get caught out.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to bait for the outpost, but not a good idea. He really shouldn't be that far away, and both of those RPGs got crushed. No TNT bombs, so a bit of a miss Micro there. It looks like that's going to be the Dozer as well.
Yeah, I think so. Both of those Battle Masters being alive, and that Doze is taking a bit of damage, but no, looks like he's going to leave that and go instead for the Battle Master that's coming out of the Tunnel of Murder, maybe looking for some supply trucks or something.
Yeah, the outposts aren't very effective against Nuke Battle Masters, but they're so much faster, where if Murder was to go, his Tank Battle Master would be too slow. He couldn't really defend his base.
Yeah, so it is a good move in that sense, just defending against what you know is going to be Nuke Battle Masters. I mean, if you're going Nuke, you're going to want some Nuke Battle Masters, especially Melting Snow is actually it's a big-ish map kind of thing, so it does really pay to be fast.
I'd say it's small.
Yeah. Oh, it's a medium.
See, look at this.
Yeah.
Like, there's the supply is completely walled off. This Nuke Battle Master is in the perfect position, but there's just no way he can actually harass these trucks without firing down the barracks. So that barracks only cost him 500, and has definitely saved both of his trucks. So very nice positioning there.
Yeah, it looks like it's good. It looks like, yeah, Micro looking for openings, but the mobility of those listening outposts is stopping him from actually getting in there and doing any damage to the supplies.
The outposts just simply aren't good. In a battle, the Nuke Battle Master can take the shell down and then either crush or shoot the infantry, and if not, he can just they can detonate onto the outpost. So in an actual engagement, the outposts aren't very good compared to the Vet 2 Battle Masters.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty interesting to see that. Yeah, he is still spamming at the listing outpost, so it'd be nice now that he's actually pushed off the initial start of Micro to maybe go for something other than the outpost. Yeah, definitely go for some Battle Masters or something like that.
Wow,
instead.
that Dozer is so weak. That's the last Dozer Murder has left, so he has to make sure he doesn't actually lose that, because he loses the other Dozer to another Battle Master at the top here. So very aggressive play from Micro, despite how well Murder's actually defending this. So with that fast prop center, we might see some ECMs soon. The ECMs are pretty fast as well, and they can then quickly shut down those Nuke Battle Masters. So a lot of back and forwards engagements here, really putting the pressure on from Micro, as he's got a third base during this. So he isn't really achieving much with these engagements, but at least he's keeping Murder back and buying him time to expand.
Yeah, definitely. I think the engagements are pretty even as well. We do have a prop center as well there from Micro. So just because of how aggressive he's being, he's forcing Murder back into his base. He hasn't actually, I don't think he's actually scaled at that middle supply or anything like that. So he'll be farming away strongly for a fair bit of time.
Yeah, so Micro has his prop center as well. So they both have the same sort of tech. The advantage then being to Murder having so many outposts and Micro having the third. And if he actually gets the garrisons as well, they're going to be hard to push through with only outposts because of how fast outposts get taken out by the RPGs.
Yeah, the low health is, yeah, it really is a big issue, especially against a nuke. I mean, you start getting some nuke shells in there, and you're in a fair bit of danger when your RPGs start popping out of those outposts.
Yeah, so I think nuke battle masters definitely cost 800. I think tank outposts cost 950, because I'm pretty sure they're normally 800, but tanks outposts actually cost more.
I think they are more expensive, yeah, probably to try and counteract, like, the effect that, or encourage, like, the fact that the tanks are so well vetted and stuff like that. We do have a bit of push coming out there.
Lotus got the oil as well,
yeah,
so
nice.
Micro is definitely ahead in the economy. There's going to be a huge push of the outpost and the ECM for support. So this supply looks like it's going down. The mines will be scouted by the outposts. So I doubt Murder's going to walk into those unless he really messes up pretty bad. So with that supply down, there goes basically the economic lead of Micro. But now having a Battle Master will be very effective with the long range and the ECM for support.
Yeah, the ECM's got a little bit out of position, but you know, that's alright. It's going to be moving in now. It's really going to force off those outposts with the speed at which the outposts can actually, with the Overlord can actually take them down. Looks like, no, the ECM was starting to shut down one of the outposts, so a bit of a miss Micro there.
He really shouldn't though, because the ECM may actually get the shutdown on the Overlord, and that will get shut down too. So losing a lot of the units from Micro, that Overlord's expensive. That's worth, you know, 2 outposts. So, again, these engagements are going to be so close. The oil still in the hands of Micro, so that's giving Micro more and more money if Mur doesn't actually punish that.
But is that a nuke cannon?
Here we go.
That's a nuke cannon.
Nuke cannons are so effective against tank because of how slow they are. The Battle Masters, Gats, and ECMs, and the outposts are a little bit faster, but still quite vulnerable. The Flame Tank may fall firewall this down, and then they shut down pretty fast. But here comes the Overlords and the nuke cannons in the back lines. Will he land the last money shot here? He is firing. Will he dodge it? No, it's not. It's going to land on the Battle Masters.
Oh no!
There goes pretty much all of them. The Battle Masters having just a little bit too much help. They will get finished off by this Overlord. The ECM may shut it down though. Will actually shut off the nuke cannon though. Going to decimate that army. So that nuke cannon is definitely paying off. But here comes the Helix. Oh golly gosh, that will mop up the rest of the ground army here from Micro.
Yeah, Helix is moving in. It's going to take out not only the nuke cannon but also the Overlord. Excellent, great timing there. I mean, I wish he could have saved his army, but getting that bunker links in now is just great.
A nice transition. There goes one dozer, maybe the second one as well. And there's no... Oh, the CC, there it is. But still, this Helix is going to completely romp the base and army here of Micro. He needs to get some Gats pretty fast.
Yeah, that ECM will probably hold off the Helix long enough for him to get some Gats up, but he really needs to get them fast. I mean, they're 3 supply trucks he's got up that side there as well.
Yeah, the supply in the middle has finished now, but this dozer may, and the base may get taken out here. The supply is just going to get destroyed by the Helix. The Gatling's just being too far away, but now here it comes. It may actually save the supply.
Yeah, oh, there's a bit of support though there from Murder as well. So I mean, those Battle Masters can actually force off the Gats, but no, the Gats are moving in now. That's going to force off the Helix. Looks like the ECM's going to start shutting them down, but no, the ECM does. Murder does manage to shut down one of the Battle Masters, and the Overlord will move in to mob up.
Yeah, Overlords versus Battle Masters, never a good engagement to be in, despite having the Vet 2 on those Battle Masters. Now it looks like the Lotus of Murder will finally take the oil of Micro. That's been in his hands for far too long, and that will give him quite a fair bit of money. So it looks like Micro now has the 3rd supply back in his hands, so definitely looking quite good for Micro. Not managing to finish off that Helix.
Yeah, and especially with those engagements in the middle of the Overlord combined with the ECM is doing great against the outpost. The ECM can deflect, and the ECM can also shut down Battle Masters for the Overlords to pick off.
The Lotus from Murder though may get actually detected by the Gatling cannon, but may shut down the Overlord first. So not focusing in time, this Overlord may get finished off, but the Battle Masters are too far away. The nuke shells can finish Lotus off though.
But no, I think Lotus may survive. Oh no, but it's still getting detected, so I think
nice
the nuke
place
shells are going
here.
to take him out. But the bunker elixir is moving in, and that Overlord has been taken quite low. I think the Battle Masters will be enough to finish off, and yes, it does go down. The ECM going down
it's
as
so
well.
weak, he may actually lose a Helix to a Gatling tank. Oh, there it goes, and that's a pretty huge investment, especially as the tank Helix is so much more expensive with the increased cost to not only the RPGs, but also the Helix itself. So that's never a good thing to throw away, but it was a nice exchange, taking down the Overlord, and basically some of those ECMs I think he may even killed.
Yeah, I think he got a couple of ECMs that really enabled him to end up shutting down the Overlord. But it looks like Lotus of Micro will recap that oil. They're really fighting over this oil now.
That's what I like about Melting Snow. That oil is so good because it's so central, and you always see it being fought over and captured. Where Tournament Desert is basically, that's your oil, this is mine, I'm going to kill your oil, Derek, and then move on. So yeah, the ECM trying to lock down the other ECM, though. ECM battles are very interesting. The Lotus in the back lines from Micro will try and shut some of them down. I'm surprised he didn't go for the ECM though, as opposed to the Battle Masters.
Yeah, nice force firing there from Murder, trying to finish off that Lotus, unfortunately not being able to.
So 2 more Overlords in the back line. This reminds me of the other game we did. It was the exact same situation. A huge Battle Master army of Murder. He really likes those Battle Masters, while Micro has a small army, but they are quite very heavy tech units, the Overlord with the prop
Yeah,
towers, and actually
looks like a mine drop, I'd say, coming in now from Micro.
yeah, it looks like it. And that'll be good if he can actually land on the spot.
Oh,
Yes, no,
wow!
perfect.
Amazing placement there. Looks like he's going to do a fair bit of damage to those Battle Masters, and we'll now move in with the Overlords to start trying to clear it up.
The Nuke Cannon as well is on the back line, so if Murder really commits to this engagement, he may get caught in the face by a nuke shell. That's never a good thing to do because of how potent they are, as we keep seeing in this game and also the previous one between these two players.
Looks like the engagement will be happening down bottom. The ECM's moving in as long as the Overlords, and looks like the army will turn now, but the Nuke Cannon is moving in from the back lines.
So far away though, may not get there in time. The Battle Masters are going on the chase, and that would not be a good idea at all, especially because of how fast they are, but also another tank drop.
Nuke shell hits as well, takes out 2 Battle Masters as well as the Gat. Looks like the the Battle Master gets dropped off but shut down by the ECM, so the Overlords are getting abused by their turn rate.
And now here comes the Helix as well to instantly
yes.
destroy that, as well as the Overlords as well. So these Helixes are definitely paying off because these Overlords, the Nuke Cannon has definitely destroyed the ground army. Arty Strike though actually almost hitting both of the armies, as most of the Battle Masters got taken out by Murder. So a very back and forwards engagement here, but meanwhile Micro is still mining strong in the middle.
Yeah, those props at tower regions on those Overlords are doing great, really helping them in the engagements, and the Overlords are just so strong against even the Vet 2 Battle Masters as is. They're just completely ripping through the armory of Murder. He's really relying on kind of force of the numbers and ECMs to shut down the Overlords.
Yeah, and the loads were taken out by Murder as Micro's loaders was actually capping. It looks as though he's going for the 4th supply. That's a very aggressive and can get taken down quite easily, as it is actually very close and facing the base of Murder. So Murder can take that out with the Helix. It's not just some Battle Masters. There's no garrisons there for defense.
Don't you love how there's not really any choke points on this map? I
love
do.
no choke points.
Me.
Yeah. Not Tournament Desert is good. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a dead supply. Probably not a good idea going for that. I probably would have liked to see a barracks and just like a lot of RPGs. May even lose the supply here. That is Micro's Lotus though, so he won't cap it at least.
Yeah, it looks like the supply will get taken down well before it actually manages to pay off that 1,500 investment.
Yeah, Murder's getting a pretty scary army here. So many Battle Masters, Gats, ECMs, and even this Helix as well will shut down those the Nuke Cannons that are really ruining his day. Micro actually not going to take down the sub-oil because he will capture it for himself. So we're constantly back and forwards all capture. Not something you see much, but usually very interesting to see. Cash steal though as well, actually.
Yeah, it's probably like the 6th time I think that All Derek has actually changed hands, and now the army of Murder will move in from the top, and Micro's army is moving in as well. Interesting to see how support players come into play during this engagement.
Yeah, there might be a very nice carpet bomb here because the Battle Masters are harder to dodge a carpet bomb because they're so slow. And it looks as though he actually captured it. No, he sells it in the end. That's
Good
nice.
there,
So there's a lot of Overlords. The Gatling tanks as well. Micro learning from his mistakes here. Getting those Gatling tanks to provide defense against those the Helixes, but no Nuke Cannons. So he really needs one to shut down the Battle Masters. The Overlords can poke though with their faster speed and their long range ability over those Battle Masters.
Yeah, much like he has moved his Gats further back into his Overlord army. Now he really doesn't want to get those Gats caught out in front and taken out by the Battle Masters before, and then the Helix will just have free reign over the
Helix
Overlord
may
army.
get taken down here by the Gatlings. Does get sniped, getting a bit greedy on their loaders. So actually that's a pretty big blow because now Micro can go for a Nuke Cannon, and Dazzy has one now in the back line. So yeah, he can really take this engagement quite nice. It looks as though Murder's going to try and avoid this, but I think he's going to lose this battle because those Overlords can just kite all day with their range and speed. The Battle Masters are too slow.
And the Battle Masters are right in there as well. Like, they're really grouped, so that Nuke Cannon can do some serious damage.
Shit,
Nuke Cannon setting up. Run,
Murder's
Murder,
shitting
run!
himself, get the hell out of there.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
go to that Nuke Cannon.
Overlord setting up now. That's really going to force him off. I mean, even if he engages on the Nuke Cannon, sure, you might take it out, but you're probably going to lose or take a lot of damage on your Battle Masters in the same engagement. And we just see a Mind Drop or a Battle Master drop coming in now from Murder.
He might even go for me just to shut that down because I think without the Nuke Cannon, Murder should be fine if he actually commits to the engagement. But otherwise, if it's a long, drawn-out engagement, the Overlords will just run away. But now going to take down the garrison and the supply, that's going to be good to see because Murder now has the economic lead with the 3rd. But then again, Micro's still having this oil derrick.
Yeah, so Murder is going to push in through the base now, but might actually get caught up by these Overlords. Murder's army is actually quite spread out because of coming through the bridge there. You can't get all your army through in the same time.
They're cut off by a little edges. So that's a good thing about the bridge here on Melting Snow. Yeah, it's a very short distance, but it kind of splits your army up. That's not another thing you really want to do. Loader's actually landing the cap. 2 supplies now. How many supplies do you need, Micro?
Obviously a lot. It looks like he may in fact lose 2 ECMs there just for free, but those Gats are quite far out of position. Yeah, they're nowhere near the Overlord, so both units getting caught way out of position. It looks like both of those ECMs will actually survive that engagement.
That's maybe an EMP drop? I'm not sure.
If it was an EMP, that would be pretty amazing.
No. Oh, a tank drop?
Yeah, just a battle master. Tank down. Oh, to take out the...
Oh, he might actually get it. He might get it.
I don't know how much damage they do.
Oh, autoloaders would destroy that, but it was shut down by the Overlord. Now, here comes the engage. Didn't actually get the destroyer on that.
Oh, the shock... Yeah, the shock comes down. It looks like the Nuke Cannon's going to do a fair bit of damage.
And that will destroy that ground army, but then again, the Nuke Cannon has been taken out, so he may actually win this engagement. There's just so many Battle Masters as the Helix did crash into the land, and the Battle Masters will rain death upon these Overlords, but some of them actually have a bunker, and that bunker Overlord is going to be a brilliant choice against the Battle Masters. The ECM's actually shutting down, so not having the deflection. So I like that engagement. I liked how Murder tried to take it down with the Battle Master drop, but he was just a second too short on that the tank drop, not actually killing the Nuke Cannon. So as a result, the Nuke Cannon just decimated the army of the Battle Masters as well caught in the bridge. Yeah,
the ECM's just being too strong there. I really like to see the bunker Overlord. It's not something you see all the time. Most of the time it's like the Prop Center upgrade or the GAT upgrade. It's nice to remember that you do actually can get bunkers on those Overlords, and that's really quite a cool upgrade.
They're so damn good.
Oh, definitely, especially against like Battle Masters and stuff like that. We do see Micro running through those mines though of Motor.
Like, especially against other Overlords, like in a lot of times in these mirrors where like the tank player will, rather than going Battle Master, they'll just spam like Emperor Overlords. And normally that they decimate the Nuke Overlords with their superior vet, but those bunkers are just so damn effective. And the thing is as well is like, even if the ECMs shut down the Overlord, the rockets still fire. And then because the ECM is shutting it down, it means that it won't deflect the rockets. So like ECMs just won't really work against bunker Overlords.
Yeah, and because of the engagement, I think Murder's in a fair bit of trouble now. He's really going to have to use some pretty clutch support powers if he's going to get this back. Like EG now. Carbon bomb, please, please, please.
Yeah, and because his new carbon bomb isn't going to be very easy to land, but he's getting pretty close to the CC. And as it gets close to the CC, there's less
delay.
Yeah, delay. So you can't really avoid it as easily.
Yeah, but Lotus is now having that command center.
And here comes the Arty Strike, actually. Frenzy has been popped to really actually get this. Those autoloaders are so effective on this Battle Master. Here it comes.
Here comes
the Arty Strike. Oh,
let me run on all the Overlords. Gonna take out like 3 of them.
And they get destroyed. The Arty Strike is so hard to land because of the huge delay, and yet it was such good predicting Murder not engaging until he knew the Overlords would not move. It was lucky that Micro didn't even try to retreat. So now both players on the back foot here, not really having much going for them.
Who actually holds that oil? Has it been destroyed yet?
I
think it might have been. Yeah. Oil has in fact gone down now. We just have
Oh.
bunker legs from Micro.
Just as I was about to say, the third will keep Murder in this game, but not when there's a Helix. Will that be a gap though? It's going to have to be. Otherwise, he will lose the Helix maybe. It is a gap, but can he kill it? The ECM will deflect the missiles though. He's moving away from the ECM though. He's taking cover behind the War Factory. He may even save this if that Helix goes down. That may actually be the game, but it's taking him so long to kill it. The Lotus isn't actually shutting it down. What is he doing with the cover bomb? He will try and evac. They will get it in time. Yes, he does get the evac, and the Nuke cover bomb actually takes them down. But meanwhile, there's supply here, so it looks as though Murder's out of this game because he can just take that down. Actually getting back in the Helix, a good move there because now the Battle Masters have no way of actually targeting that.
Yeah, now the supply trucks are moving in, but just beginning taken out by the mines there, and Lotus will shut down one of those Battle Masters. I think Murder definitely have to GG out of this game.
Yeah, that was a very nice move from Micro, transitioning into that Helix. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, no, I was really surprised when it came up. It was absolutely brilliant. He just popped it up and was like, oh yeah, cool, you got a bunker leaks. That was a great choice.
Yeah, Murder just had so many Battle Masters, and with the autoloaders, they are crazy cost effective.
Yeah.
So going for the Helix was a very nice tech path actually.
Yeah, I think the Helix is the thing was it kind of delayed the autoloaders because it was quite late. I'm pretty sure like the autoloaders, it wasn't in all the engagements. It was kind of in the last one. He got when he had the when he dropped that Battle Master off to try and take out that Nuke Cannon, and he almost got it too. Those ECMs being just too quick on Micro side, but yeah, the autoloaders, yeah, it would have been great if you had them maybe a little bit earlier for another one of the engagements. Could have really turned something around there.
That was a freaking cool game.
It was super awesome.
The supplies
this is why Murder and Micro.
The supplies collected almost being even, despite like how fast the oil derricks traded. So yeah, nice game. I definitely liked the Arty Strike. It was sad to see that despite it having such a nice Arty Strike, it didn't even matter because of the Helix. But I thought Murder had that. Once that landed, there went the entire army of Micro, and I really liked the Nuke Cannons from Micro and how he was using the Galling to support. It was just such good positioning, such good unit composition. Something you only really see in China mirrors is where such like rich composition matters so much, and as well as the tech path. So yeah, nice play. Like though the the Nuke Cannons were decimating Murder until he kept getting those helixes, and they were just so effective.
Oh yeah, they were too. Just really shut him down. Really forced the gaps out of Micro then.
Yeah, so well played here from two of our favourite CNC players, if not our two favourite.
Yeah,
I think after Rage.
After Rage, this is like this is our
Rage,
top
Micro,
three.
Murder.
Yeah, they're our top three. All right.
Sorry,
They're
guys.
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Cool. All right, catch up.
See you later.